like to say here, Xi Jinping is a listening. That's what we say.
Okay.
So as long as you don't mention Taiwan.
Got it. That's actually really ironic.
I know it was on your talking points.
Guys, I don't even want to.
Did you
joke
come
around.
with talking points?
I came with. Well, Trey said potential current events, and so
I
I
like
did
that.
homework.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I have some current events that I had just in my back pocket to act super casual about, as if like.
And it's
I just
cool as long as it's not
was-
Taiwan.
Well, I mean, it's going to be revealing that I don't know the difference between China and Taiwan.
That's good. That's
Welcome to
good
the
job.
podcast.
Okay, great.
Now,
You know, we had John Cena on last week, and he had the exact same. It was
good
so
you
at
said
cool.
it in Mandarin though, so I didn't know it till
Yeah,
later.
it was tough to. Yeah, we have LeBron, John Cena, the whole crew.
Good.
We love those guys.
Good.
Hey, thanks, China.
Thank you again for
For
sponsoring our
today's
podcast.
sponsor.
You know, it's like when you went in Toy Story, when you go to write, your name, like when Andy was writing his name on the bottom of shoes. China did that long before Andy.
They really did. They did it to all of our toys.
All my tech decks had China just written. They claimed my toy before I did.
Yeah,
I knew Pixar had that subliminal messaging in there. They were really.
that's what they're all about.
Yeah.
Andy right next to China. Oh, Woody's made in China. This American cowboy is a Chinese cowboy. Now that's a movie.
Yeah,
Chinese cowboy.
Chinese American
It's
cowboy.
like a
In,
1970s terribly racist film.
Oh, the Asian
I don't-
community would love it.
Would they?
Maybe.
Thank you.
We'll
so
see.
much.
I mean, depending.
We'll see when it comes out.
Chinese cowboy.
Evan's track record with the Asian people right now needs some repair.
Is it because of your
Nah.
dad?
Nah. They don't listen to me.
It didn't have anything to do with your dad at the secret
No,
show.
it had nothing to do with that and nothing to do with Trey's birthday party at one time. It has nothing to do with that.
Dude, I didn't even.
To be fair,
Are we
was
gonna be
it
let
Chinese?
in?
No, Trey, you're racist. I wasn't being Chinese. I was being Japanese.
Were you?
No, I have no idea.
Are we going to be let in on that, or that's just going to
No, we're
remain?
definitely not. I'm trying
Okay.
to,
we've
I'm trying
already-
to have a
All right.
functioning career after this.
Okay, great. In politics, or
Just
No,
anything,
not
really.
just-
Just anything.
To work at PetSmart and whatever the heck, whatever
Right.
it is.
Okay, yeah. The background checks are intense at PetSmart.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined today by a wonderful guest. Her name is Breah Beall.
That is it.
And if you've been to our secret shows, she has been a storyteller on 3, 4.
I'm on my 4th, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she is an unpaid regular because we do not pay her.
No,
We don't pay ourselves either, so that helps.
it's great.
With the
Actually,
brand.
I pay to be here, so it's the reverse.
You paid to be here on the podcast?
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about
Like
yeah,
gas?
to get the door fee. Well, actually, I'm a patron, so
Wait, I saw that.
Oh, nice.
To be honest,
you're a paying regular.
I was like, I care about these guys. I might as well just hop on board, right?
Thanks so much. You should know that your money doesn't go to us at all. It goes into keeping this thing going, which is great.
Good.
Which is us.
Yeah.
Also.
You know
Which
what?
is
that's
you.
true.
It really is us.
us. It is us.
We
This
get
is
to
us.
we get to talk into a microphone
Yeah.
for an hour every week.
That's
And
good.
it's fantastic.
And I get to be part
And now
of
you
it.
get to be
aboard.
part of it. Because of your generous donation of $3, you
Good.
kept the lights on.
Trey, do
That
not-
ring light was
That one.
sponsored,
The
is brought to you by
bright
Breah
light.
If
Beall.
it starts flickering, it means you need to pay more.
I mean, I need to upgrade
you to re-up your
to
donation.
legend.
You go to legend. Yeah, go to
Sorry, you want to be a legend or not?
You're
You're
right.
Pay
You're right.
It's just $90 a month. Like, what? I mean, come on.
Oh,
Is that-
okay. It changed since the last time
Oh. Did we
I
get rid of
looked
the
at it.
$90 one?
you have
It's still-
121.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did get rid of the 91.
Nice.
I'm going to quiz you on your own business strategy.
Hey, ask me how many times I've seen our Patreon account.
Hey, Evan.
0. 0 times.
Good.
I think I made a form for one time. We never used it, but that was in the beginning. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
excited.
But now we have the Patreons up and running. We can sustain
might-
things
we-
like that.
we might
We
be
have
able
the
to run it.
infrastructure in place.
Wow, it's true.
You did it before the Patreon was even a thing.
I'm really good at building products before there's infrastructure.
Well,
You'll learn about. That's one thing I'm really good
there
at.
you go. And balance, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us, how long have you been in Reading? How long have you lived here?
If we want to go technical, moved here in 2017. But I don't know if you count moving home for summers. I was the classic college student.
we can count
counts.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So, bragging rights, 2017.
nice.
That makes it what?
6 years?
No, don't say it.
Yeah.
6 years.
That's crazy.
I'm proud to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Proud.
That's convincing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. I think when I started staying here through the summers, when I experienced the smoke, the heat,
Yeah.
all 5 factors. Don't know
Yeah.
what those 5 factors are, but all
You got
5 of
two of
them. Yeah. Then I really like bought into the whole Reading, I'm here, this is my home
Yeah.
thing. So
I think you have to live here through 3 summers before you can claim like
3?
local status.
I would agree.
Like through 3 summers.
Okay.
Like
You have to-
3 full years, including the summers.
okay, so I don't qualify yet.
how many summers
This
have you
will be
done?
my 3rd summer.
Oh, you didn't do the summer of 2018.
Homeboy, no.
Was that
was the
fire?
car
no
fire.
car fire? I
That
came
was
in.
the one.
That was the one.
That was the that. If you even were visiting during
Yeah.
the car fire,
You're
you are
a real Reading
you
homie.
earned it.
I came in like post a cop.
Tyler, you were there? Sorry, I saw Tyler nod, and he was like, "That's me." Tyler's a Reading. He's more of a Reading local than you.
That's embarrassing, Tyler. I don't even know where you are right now, to be honest. But
I don't either.
Okay, cool. Good. No, but I came in post-apocalypse. That's what I was trying to say. So when everyone was wearing the mask, there was still the cloud.
Yeah.
So I came into August for the horror stories, but not
Okay.
actually for the horror.
Yeah.
So I saw the burn, saw the char.
Yeah,
But
you never got to see Whiskey Town before it was, when it was beautiful.
no, I did. I
Get
did
out.
because I was living 2017.
Oh,
you
that's
know how that
right,
comes
that's
before
right.
2018?
Right.
So I was there.
And then you came back.
And then I
you're
came
like,
back and I was
what'd you
like-
guys do to the trees?
I'm like, I was gone for one summer.
She's like,
all right.
I was smoking a cigarette, I threw it out the window, and then I got on the plane. That's all I knew.
I was smoking it in the plane, threw it out the
Threw it
window.
out the window. Next thing I know, the whole place is different.
That's why they tell you not to smoke on planes.
That's
That's
it.
the
So-
exact reason. Because you know how you can roll down the windows on a plane?
Or out the toilet. That's the main one.
Yes.
That I'm
When
really
you flush the toilet, it just shoots it out the back
Always
of the plane.
contemplating.
I used to think that. I was
you
like, why
imagine?
doesn't more poop like land on things from planes?
like bird poop is actually just broken down human poop from.
Oh, that's a good
planes.
conspiracy.
Where were
That's-
you for our conspiracy
Yeah,
episode?
that would have been great.
Because the whole like birds aren't real thing, so that's where
Yeah.
the actual poop comes from.
Do you subscribe to that?
Not for $3 a month, but I mean maybe the 90.
Oh, so you're real bought in.
Yeah, the legendary. But no, I still plug my ears whenever I press the flush button on a plane. I feel like I transport back to like 5 years old, and I plug my ears whenever
Oh,
it happens.
it's an
Is
unpleasant
it,
sound.
Is it
So
because
loud.
if you're scared that all the air is going to get sucked out and it's going to break your eardrums? I'm concerned
Love
why
that
this is a thing.
conclusion. Love that's
Is it
where
just
your
'cause
head's
it's loud?
at. It was just because it's loud,
Oh.
and no one sees me. I can't be embarrassed for plugging my ears in a bathroom.
Do you
Until
do that
you
in
tell
other, Do you
people.
do that
On
in
a
like other
podcast.
bathrooms? Yeah.
Say it again.
Do you do that in other bathrooms? Like, would you do that in like a, you can tell when it's going to have a power flush. You
Can
can
you?
tell some of these. Oh, yeah.
What
Like from
what
the,
tells you?
From
Oh,
the
yeah.
load
You can
of
tell.
your finger.
Yeah, if there's
when
a
you
lot
push
of-
the lever,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of feedback.
Yes, Trey.
You're like, oh, better plug my ears.
That
Okay.
thing's going to jet.
So you have to flush with your elbow so you can cover both.
yeah, dude, yeah.
Got it. You're like halfway flush. You're like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not ready for
prepared.
this.
That's the next person's problem, is what that is. I'm not even going to risk it. I don't want my eardrums to get hurt that bad.
Don't take the ownership of bringing earplugs into a bathroom.
You-
Don't even.
That could be. What if there's like someone who's listening to the podcast like, I'm not alone. They're like,
I
also
see
think
you.
toilets are loud.
I see you. You are seen.
Yeah. I live by if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, don't flush it down.
Yeah,
You live by that.
It's
How's
a
Gabby
good
feel?
thing to live by.
You know, we have our own bathrooms.
Mine
Said
is
one
just
smells better than the other.
filled to the
Yeah,
brim.
mine is. It needs an empty.
Is there
that would
the
be so
Once a
gross.
month, I hire this local homeless guy who
think-
will do anything for work.
Do you think? Okay. That cooler is still on my porch. I told Gabby
Created a new species.
that I was like, I need to tell you something I've been keeping from you. And she's like, okay. I was like, the cooler on the back porch. Oh, because she said, where's our cooler?
Oh, she brought it up.
Because so that cooler that I let get to the state of where it is now was an Adventure Challenge cooler.
Okay.
We used for a secret show.
Formerly.
I had left some oranges and White Claws in there. And then it started to decay over time because I was like, oh, I'll just dump it out next weekend. Oh, it's kind of gross. I'll dump it out next weekend. And then several weekends went by.
Oh, not good.
And I was like, you know what? This thing is ruined. I need to buy the Adventure Challenge a new cooler because I don't launder money from the company. I'm a company man. That's not what I'm about. So I bought a new cooler.
Nice.
That, understandably, my wife thought I had bought for us.
Okay.
Because how many
Right.
times you buy a cooler for your...
I can't say
Your
I ever
company.
have. I can't say I've done that yet.
And she's like, what a nice thing you've done to upgrade our quality of life.
Yeah.
You bought us a cooler. She did not know why. So when I took that new cooler back, she goes, where's our cooler? I said, here's the thing. It was never a cooler. She said, why? I said, because and I said, because the one on our back porch is now ours. She goes, oh, great. I said, not great.
There's a catch.
In February of 2023, I had left a bag of oranges
Oh, no.
and White Claws in some ice water and it is no longer ice water, I'm sure.
No.
God knows what it is. So it's just sitting there. It's closed. It's got a tight seal.
You haven't opened it?
Oh, no.
Trey, you haven't opened it?
No.
Well, you
I
opened it one
opened it
time.
once. I
One
opened it
time.
once when we were like a month in, and it was a horror show.
A Demogorgon popped out.
Yeah.
Tried to get
I was
it.
going to say, I was like,
So
what
they,
are you
punch her
breathing in
face
there?
and stuff it back down.
He saw 11 with a little bloody nose and then shoved her back in.
Oh, my
She had
gosh.
her little bloody nose.
That's why season
just a
4 is
little
taking so
blood,
long.
And he shoved her back in.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Back
Yeah.
into the underground.
What's your plan? What's your action steps?
Well,
We talked about a homeless guy who had a sign. This is what he brought up on the podcast earlier. If you were an actual avid listener, you would already know that.
That's so
Actually,
embarrassing.
that
I
episode
knew
might
this
not
moment would
have
happen.
been released at that point. I don't know if
Yeah.
have we released that one?
yeah, it's out there. It's in the
don't even
world.
know.
Sorry.
So-
Don't mean to make you
Well,
repeat
no.
content.
I'm totally
No,
kidding.
the short version is I saw a homeless guy with a sign that said, "We'll do anything for work."
Got it.
My first thought was, I have a pickup truck. He can hop back there.
He can fix this.
And if he will truly do anything for work, he can take the cooler with him for all I care. But just if I gave him a $10 bill, would he?
$10.
Or
Give you-
20?
Give him a 20.
I'm
Yeah,
flexible
give him a
on the
20.
price. I'm flexible
He
on
said
the
minimum
price.
wage is not a factor in this.
Oh man, I just pictured the poor guy. He's like, yeah, I'll do anything. Literally, he gets there, he's like, just starts weeping. I can't do anything.
He's like, I thought it was going to be like a weird sexual thing. I was not ready
I'll
for.
do anything. There was an Airbnb. I was sure it was going to be something different than this.
Yeah, so 4 months later, it's just chilling.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with that. I kind of want to know if maybe it'll go away.
Maybe I'll take a video and put it up on the Patreon.
Oh, you should.
That's the content people wanna
That's what they
see.
want.
Yeah.
And then actually, month by month, we update it.
Yeah.
Every month we
you can
update the
look-
cooler and what it looks like.
It's like the grossest science experiment
Wow.
ever.
A new ecosystem.
It is.
Yeah, there could
Yeah.
be little
It's-
people in there.
It's probably a problem.
What if you created Whoville? How crazy would it be if what would you do if you opened up your cooler and you heard, "We are here, we are here, we are here, we are here"? Would you kill it? Would you get rid of it, or would you let that civilization rise?
Rise to
I
its
would
potential.
probably allow them to think I was their god.
That's pretty fun.
I like tiny gifts.
Who's to think? Who's to think they would think so highly of you?
Oh man,
Well, in this case, Breah, I'm quite literally much higher than they are. I don't have a whole world system inside of a cooler.
Yeah.
I could pick up that cooler with my bare hands.
you could literally.
He's got
you
the
could literally-
whole
but here's the cool thing.
cooler in his
That's the
hands.
song
That's
you're
what they would
saying.
sing about me.
And what's crazy is when they do something that pisses you off, you could bring a flood.
Dude.
You could bring an earthquake.
How about this? I open it
You
up
could
and let
throw a
my
couple
dog
rocks.
Damien,
Oh!
let my Great Dane just take
The
a couple
Titan.
licks.
They'd call him a Titan.
Oh, he would.
He'd be
Yeah.
the. Oh wow.
But tell me, do you know every hair on their head? Do you know their innermost thoughts?
No.
Well, no,
Do
that's
you
not
know
possible.
the spawn of their creation?
How about this? I'll tell
He
them
does.
that I
He-
do.
He created them.
I'll tell them that I do. And if they ask, well, how many do I have? Then I'll do what our God does. I won't hear anything back about the hairs on my head. I say, have you ever, like, we hear, like, he knows the hairs on your head.
The
Have you-
theology.
I'm saying, have you tested it? Have you tested it?
That's true. I don't think he's ever told me specific.
Does your pastor know?
specific number?
Have you ever got a prophetic word that's the
Wow.
number of hairs on your head? No, we have
No.
not confirmed
Oh.
the hairs
Oh
on my
my
head
gosh.
theology. I'm sorry.
Wow.
When we're ready to talk about it, I
do
will.
what our God does. And
That sounded way worse than I.
oh, so
I'm not angry at you, God. I promise. I don't actually need to know. It's not
Dude,
practical
if my
information.
grandma was listening to this, you'd get a phone call.
Oh,
You'd get a
Evan.
phone call.
That sinner, you are literally sitting at the table of
You are-
scoffers.
and you're scoffing with
You're
them.
literally joining the
And
scoffing.
you're joining the scoffing.
Welcome to our podcast, Table of Scoffers.
Table of Scoffers. Let's sit in here. Table of
No, but-
Scoffers. That sounds like a good movie. It does sound like a pretty good title for something. I like that.
Anyways, I think that I would be a great God for those people. I would do like nice things. I'd put more
Yeah.
oranges in there because obviously
That's
oranges
what they
are
like.
what their DNA is made of.
They are oranges.
Yeah.
That's all they know, though.
They came from oranges.
What you could do if you wanted to get no, you could be like their god, and this is gonna be weird, but I
Okay.
could be like the bad guy, which I don't want to say is not.
So like Loki.
I could be Loki, and
Okay.
I put a pear in there, and I create the pear people, and they dissolve, and then all of a sudden you've got this like tension between the pears and the oranges, but inevitably one day there'll be peace because one orange will fall in love with one pear.
That's
Then
how it
you'll have
happens.
a whole cacophony of fruit.
Thank
Fruit people.
God.
Where you have a Romeo and Juliet situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
One pear person kills themselves with an orange person.
Yeah.
A unique plot line. I say we pitch it. Let's just
Let's
go
pitch it
to,
straight to Netflix.
Yeah. They'll pick it up.
We
Like,
could
all
do
right,
it.
so I have this cooler, right? It's disgusting.
Bring in all the
You're
photos
gonna
that you've
love
been taking.
Now,
You're like,
that's a real photo. That's not even Photoshopped. That's real. That's biodegraded White Claw.
you can see the individuals as they've congregated.
Now, here's the thing. Is there still White Claw in there?
I mean, I think. I can't confirm.
He-
I have an idea.
I've never taken any out.
Here's the deal. For the listeners,
oh my God.
I will drink one of those White Claws on camera
No, you won't, Evan.
for $200.
I will slap it out of your hand. Evan,
No,
I'll
it's
give you
sealed.
Do you need $200?
It's
We'll do anything.
I'm just
for
saying,
work.
we could get some money. We could get some
You're
money for
on a
this pod.
slippery slope, dude.
I'll do it. I'll do anything. I'll hold the sign. I'll do anything for anything. Yeah,
I'll do anything for anything.
that's the next
I'll
sign.
do
That's the
any-
sign they need. Not anything for work. Just I'll do anything for anything, dude. Leave it open ended. Now, if you're a homeless guy and you've somehow stumbled upon our podcast, that's
Good for
a
you.
wild.
First of all, good for you.
Way to
That's
go.
amazing.
The fact that you navigated here is incredible. What a wild! You'd just have a lot of adventure if you were that homeless guy.
Yeah.
Anything for anything.
Yeah.
That sounds like a book, too.
It does. It
Sounds like a
kinda
Bob Goff book.
like a cheap, like self-help book. Anything for anything, guys. That's what I live by.
With a
Chapter one.
with a hopeful
anything.
spin. Yeah. That could also go just as negative.
Oh, it could go so bad.
Anything.
It's like, yeah, I was like, man, I was out in the streets. I'd do anything for anything. So what do you mean? No, literally, I mean anything. I don't want.
There's nothing I wouldn't do for
no.
what? Well, for anything.
I would do nothing for nothing, but I wouldn't do nothing for nothing, but I would do anything for anything. But never. I got nothing else. I don't know how else. I don't know other things.
I don't know where to go.
I don't know where to go from here.
No, I think that's great. You bring up an interesting point, Evan.
Yeah, thanks. Straight. What do you got? Yeah, continue.
So Breah, less about us, more
Yeah.
about Breah.
Yeah, I like
Right.
that.
Less of
Special
me,
guest.
more of you.
I don't know if you can even
You just
say
called
that
yourself
anymore.
a god to
Yeah, I was
orange
gonna say, I was
people,
like-
but
I did.
We
And now
can't-
I'm humbling myself. I said I could be a god. I didn't say I am one.
right, that's true.
Yeah, little Christ. Little Christ.
I said I might be one
I said
to someone.
Yeah, it's possible.
To my dogs, for sure. All right, anyways, less of me. Breah,
I'm here.
what do you want to talk about? What's on your heart?
Yeah, what are these points you brought?
So many. Oh, guys, I wanted to act cool. I wanted to act like I was just so genuinely ready for anything.
Well, you can still do that.
Okay.
Just work it in.
Okay.
Just fold it in.
So I just happen to have it on my mind about
Yeah,
all
what's
these
on your mind?
concepts. Well, I wanted to actually, ironically, so talking about little ecosystems, I'm creating an ecosystem in my backyard currently. So
Okay.
we live in like a 70-year-old house across the street.
You live right here?
Yeah. Oh, you weren't here.
What?
Yeah, right. Not in this neighborhood, but across
Cool.
the
Yeah.
multiple lanes.
Proximity-wise,
Yeah.
close by.
Sickest neighborhood I've ever lived in. But our house, it's a little run down. But we have a pool, which is the first time I've ever lived in a
that's
house with
awesome.
a pool. But
Yeah.
because it's so freaking old, the walls of the pool can barely hold any kind of clean space. So our pool guys are in a constant fight with keeping it blue. And so it's consistently a murky green in addition to
fun.
all the pools of water that have congregated from all of the hill that's behind our house.
Oh,
So lots
yikes.
of rain
Okay.
equals water comes downhill equals
Right.
pools for us.
You just have a
So-
landslide in your pool every
It's,
day.
yeah, and
Terrible
this is,
pool location.
This is
Really.
yeah.
That's unfortunate.
And we really had a dream to make it the absolute summer destination. We have
Yeah.
the pool, invite people over, get some, furniture.
Totally.
But we have a broken down tiki kind of pavilion thing and some puddles that are breeding breeding bacteria.
Yeah, I can't imagine
And,
the mosquito mess back there.
No, it's real. Citronella
Yeah.
candles everywhere.
Oh, it
Don't
has
you
to be.
worry.
Okay, good.
I
don't
can smell your backyard just hearing about it.
Good.
I feel like I've contracted 4 diseases just by
Yeah,
even thinking about it.
my itchy legs right now, not even anything having to do with my backyard.
Have you swam in the pool? Have you given it a test?
Yes. So
Okay.
I've grown up in like country town, swimming ponds that probably shouldn't be swimming in, kind
yeah,
of thing.
for
So
sure.
to swim in a pond or to swim in a pool that has mossy exterior, or it wouldn't be like almost like swamp, like modern swamp.
Yeah, I think that's
so
probably good for your skin.
modern swamp, and it's not very foreign to me to have to be in some kind of slightly concerning
Right.
environment.
It's like a cleaner lake.
Yeah.
Really.
So if you come over, how often I'll pitch it's like a natural spring. Like come and jump into our pool.
And there's a little bit of chlorine in there.
yeah, like
The leeches are actually pretty good for you.
Yeah.
They clean your blood.
if you put your feet on the sides, it'll get darker green, which is really nice.
That's great.
Yeah, you don't have to see your non-summer body in the water.
Oh yeah, you can hide everything.
Yeah.
You
Just jump right
neck
in.
up.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
As long as your face is good, you're good.
Yeah, you don't even have to build the summer bod. You just
Yeah.
get to be ahead.
Just chill in Breah's
Yeah.
pool.
oh yeah, dude, come swim. Hey, Evan, get out of the pool. Not
Yeah.
until everybody leaves.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to go home first, and then I'll get out of the pool. I'm not wearing pants.
Like you were wearing pants when you got in. Evan.
Yeah, but since no one can see it, it's more breathable.
It's better to interact with the wildlife.
I don't like the mesh. Something ate them. I felt something tore them off.
Your leeches.
I'm too scared to look down.
So it sounds like you like it, Evan.
It does kind
Why
of
do you-
feel good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you should go take a dip.
It's like, it just comes out, just leech covered. Guys, great pool.
You're like, this always happens when he comes over. Like, what?
He just dude, have you seen the new Tim Robinson?
Yes, dude. I watched the whole
Oh man,
season in like one
the
night.
zip line one in like the first episode.
Oh, my gosh.
that is gold.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Is it the guy? He's like the squinty white guy who yells a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
nailed
That's a
it.
great way
Yeah.
to describe it.
I've just recently been introduced to him.
So he is a unique flavor that kind of grows on you with the right if you're guided properly. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Would you agree with that?
I think so, yeah.
It's
Okay.
like if you watch the one-off one, you're like, "Who is this guy? He's not that funny.
Yeah,
He's
he's
weird."
irritating.
But then once you find like the one video,
Yeah.
all the other videos become unlocked to you.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that way.
That is so interesting because I think I'm in the middle of that process right now.
Yes, yes.
And so the algorithm is really feeding me.
They're just trying to give you a
Yeah,
little
they're
taste,
like, hey,
little
Yeah.
samples.
Hey, you'll
Give
forget
you a
about
taste
it.
of Tim.
And
you
then-
got to find the right ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taste of Tim, dude.
Have you had a taste of Tim?
Have you in it? Oh, algorithm loves some
You said you do anything for
taste of
anything.
Tim. I'll do anything.
Have
for
a taste of Tim.
Have a taste of tea. A little tea taste.
Because it's the worst when it's like a distant memory in the back of your head and you're trying to ask Google what this is, and Google has no idea what you're talking about because your memory is so faint.
It's the guy's squinty and he yells.
Chat GPT would get it in like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh.
They have an old system, but that's how good they are.
I've never thought of Chat GPT as like a search engine.
Welcome to the 21st. Are we in the 21st? We haven't hit the second yet.
Like if you're in the cooler, I don't know. Maybe it's a
Welcome
different
to the
century.
first century of Trey's cooler.
I should park my cooler in your backyard. It sounds like it would fit in.
Collaborate. Yeah. Yeah.
I could just throw it in the pool.
Yeah.
And just let
Fun.
We did recently find a rat floating in our pool.
Okay.
So
I am so not convinced to ever swim in
Wait,
this
hold
place.
on.
This is getting worse, Bria.
so
This is sounding less like
no.
a pool
I
every
mean,
time you talk about it.
that one was really left field because I've lived in the house for 2 years.
Yeah,
we've
no
never had
rats.
like a rat in the pool before. But my housemates were very excited. My group chat went off. I live with 4 other girls, and someone sent the no context picture, and it was just and there's a fat rat
And it wasn't living.
in the pool. No, which I thought rats could swim, like flushed away. They swim.
Yeah.
Do they though? Because it's really shallow water in the scene where he falls into it.
Yeah, and he kind of just gets
And
plunged
he
through
stands-
the tubes. I don't remember him
I
actually
wouldn't call
swimming
that
that much.
swimming. I'd call that more like just getting thrashed around.
Almost drowning.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost kind of what happened to the rat in your pool. A little bit.
Well, yeah, almost. But it's a
Yeah, I
bit.
have boats.
I will say if the water kills a rat, it's probably not great.
Okay, but what if it was just unconscious and it fell into the pool?
Uh-huh.
Or
He got like really drunk one
Yeah, there's
night and
plenty
he just
of
like
things.
stumbled into the pool.
Now that would be the scary thing is if rats are really good swimmers. It's like, yeah, I think rats are really good swimmers. It's weird that he was dead in our pool. It's weird that he was dead there.
yeah. Well, they ended up fighting over who could get it out. Like the boyfriend had offered, to be like, I will come rescue the rat out of the pool. And
Right.
My buddy Kirsten was like, no one will touch the rat until I'm home.
Because she wanted to
And
see
so, she wanted to see it. She loves rats. Ratatouille is a fascination
a
of
great
hers.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
That's a good
Ratatouille's. You can both love Ratatouille and detest the sight of a dead rat floating in your pool.
it.
Eddie.
Yeah, I would agree. Those do live.
Because that's me. I would say that's my political
that's
party.
You have a good point, but
But she
Kirsten's
likes
a different
both. It's
breed.
fine.
But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
So
Each
she's
their own.
into dead things or just rats that are dead
Yeah,
or just rats?
well, I mean, she really made a production out of it, a whole Instagram reel.
Okay.
Really,
Oh,
really
she was
wanted
doing it for the
to-
content.
Doing it for
Yeah.
the
Content.
Connie.
I
Yeah.
should have
Got
known.
it.
Yeah, so she was pretty adamant people watching the videos as well, but not to make it about the content. Kirsten, if you see this, you are a genuine person and you love rats for rats. But
I'm sure.
Rats for rats. You don't see death.
anything for anything. But
All rats
yeah,
matter.
so it was good. Just a quick little Swift pool net thing.
Yeah.
Bag. Done. I suggested that there's a playground across from our house, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if
Oh my God.
we took the rat
You're terrible.
and we put it like on the slide, like
Oh,
maybe like on the
in the
swing.
middle of the tube slide, the dark one. You have to go down.
That's an offense against children.
Think about the memories though. That one kid who's like, yeah, one time I was on the playground and
So, but Breah has her word for memories is another word for trauma.
Oh.
Think about the memories they're gonna make.
trauma's an
The
overused
blood
concept.
they're gonna see.
I'm talking just good, wholesome memories. You got those as a kid.
I definitely do. I don't know
Yeah.
if I touched a dead rat, I would be. That's like, that's not even
On accident.
A decayed, wet.
Yeah.
It's been soaking for
Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Probably longer.
And this kid decides to go down the slide head first.
yeah, it's the
And
one.
he just
here's
just
the-
cheek brushes
here's how I
a
see
dead
it.
rat.
It's
That's-
the one day his dad takes him to the park.
Oh,
His dad's gone all the time.
slightly
He's
absent
like, you know
father.
what? I'm gonna take you to the park. And you're like, this is the best day ever. Dad's taking me to the park, and you put a dead rat.
He's like,
in the
Dad, can I
slide."
go down the tube slide? He's like, you bet you can, buddy.
Hey, and you don't even need me this time.
Yeah.
because you're a big boy now.
Yeah.
And this
Normally, I'd go down with you in my lap, and whatever would come, we'd do it. We'd face it together.
face it
But
together.
I think you're ready.
I think you can do this by
And you
yourself.
know what? I want you to go face first.
It's not scary. And you know what, son? I know you're scared. There's nothing to be scared of.
What do you think? There's a dead rat.
What is there gonna be? There's nothing but joy down that tube, son. Nothing but joy.
Nothing but joy.
I'm sorry I wasn't there for your birthday. Now go down head first.
Oh my god.
That's what you would have done.
But I'm telling you, no one would think after that memory of however that turns out, whether that's bliss or terror, that no one's gonna think someone put a rat there.
That's true.
Like I'm telling you
That's
right
true.
now, they're gonna be like,
Maybe because
weird.
maybe that's what someone did to your pool. Maybe it's like a pass it on kind of thing.
I have a conspiracy. Kirsten put it there.
Oh,
Kirsten
It's staged.
put it there.
It's staged.
It was. She killed a rat. She loves rats, quote unquote. No, dude, she killed that rat and put it in the pool.
Maybe she
yeah.
does love them. Maybe she smothered it
Whoa.
with too much love.
Whoa.
She was
that's-
hugging it really tightly.
Yeah.
And was like, oh no.
And I need to make it look like an
Oh no.
She
And
Lennied it.
Kerplunk?
She kind of lennied it from
Oh, Mice and
of
Men.
Mice and Men of Rat and Woman.
rat
Oh, I've
and
never seen
woman.
it.
Of Rat and Woman is this story, and Kirsten is Lenny, and Lenny squeezes too tight.
That's
And
tough.
snap.
Done. Well, it's the funny thing is that's not very far off for the budding love for like field mice. Did you ever live in a house with rats or mice?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, of
we
course.
had mice for
Okay,
sure.
good, good, wholesome childhood.
We're middle class,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, because like I remember being a kid that I loved the mice that would get caught on like the glue traps, and they were really cute because they had the big eyeballs and the big ears. And you're like, you can't kill the rat or the mouse.
Yeah.
But loving for a rat is different. So I don't know what Kirsten's made out of, but the mouse I can see
Yeah.
because there was
Yeah, they're cute.
the house we used to live in was over 200 years old. And it wasn't actually legal for people to live in other than family because it didn't meet like certain code requirements or stuff
So
like
you're
that.
telling me that was in your family for over 200 years?
It
Is that what
started.
you're
Okay,
saying?
listen. It started as a one-room log cabin, and the
Love it.
attic had original bark on it from whenever they built it.
Wow.
So I don't know what 2023 minus 200 is.
That's
but
a lot.
Yeah,
Could it be 1823?
beautiful.
Would it be? Is that actually right? 1820? Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
1823. Okay.
Wow.
For some reason, I went back 300. I was like 1723.
Like 800 BC.
I can't. So did
I think
Jesus?
that's Bible times
That's
for sure.
Jesus.
200 years?
Jesus
Yeah,
could have.
that was
Jesus
it.
could have broke bread in your cabin.
You could have. But
Jesus is an American.
you know, not. Yeah, we wish. We like to think so. Maybe Trey's Jesus is, but as far as ours,
Wow,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know. Sorry, I'll backpedal on that one. But anyway, the house ended up by the time we got there, we weren't supposed to live there for very long. It was supposed to be we live here while the house in Ohio sells, and then we'll move into an actual house.
Right.
6 months was the goal. Turned into 8 years. And so by the time we realized that we were going to live there longer than the 6 months, we hired an exterminator because we weren't alone. And the exterminator basically gave us the diagnosis of saying, it's like you live in a tent. Can't really keep anything in, can't really keep anything out. So you're just going to coexist. And that started the childhood memories of my life, which had to do with like snakes and mice and
Oh wow, you had the
rats.
whole zoo in there.
Yeah, like hamsters. That was
Are hamsters in the wild?
No, it was our own accord with the
Okay.
hamsters.
Can you imagine
but
having a wild hamster?
Are there wild hamsters?
There's got to be some. They had to be at
They
some
had
point.
to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Or is it
Oh.
like dogs where
They
it's like
must have
there's
got
wolves in the
murdered
wild?
back then. They were popcorn,
yeah.
dude. Hamsters were nature's popcorn, bro. You kidding me? Those things weren't getting away for nothing.
Yeah.
The that
Figure
is
food for a
that is.
falcon.
I love the concept of an exterminator. Being like, listen, like, you guys are living. It's like, listen, this is not your home. This isn't your home.
You like to think that you.
There is a tunnel system below this house, and if we dig, your whole house will fall. But do you think there was? Like, do you think? I mean, do you imagine the amount of?
Ironically,
Yeah.
so I have this one memory of being babysat, and this lady named Donna was there, and we didn't know her very well. And there was a point where this feels like a foggy memory, but I can tell you that's real because we can literally go back to the house and see what I'm about to show you, or tell you. We were living our lives, our best lives, coming to the kitchen for whatever reason. And right where the floor meets the cabinet, there is a hole that was not there. Oh. It was the size of my head. So like a big hole.
Right.
Just in
I
in
wasn't
the
going to
ground.
say that. It's like, it's a great sized hole.
Great sized
Just
hole.
a
It's a
normal,
perfect hole.
great average hole.
Very
Just a
proportionate hole.
proportional. Anybody could do it.
Yeah, good. Glad we're on the same page about that.
Yep.
But yeah, so I remember like coming over and being like, there's a hole into the ground. Like it's not, you can't see anything. It's just a black hole.
Oh, boy.
And I remember telling Donna, and Donna having no idea how to respond of now there's a hole in the kitchen floor. And so she made the best of it. We set up like a whole trap, where you put like cheese on a plate and then the whole stick on a box and you were going to pull the stick whenever
that's
something
fun.
comes. Maybe terrifying for her. Like imagine if an animal or whatever
Actually
did.
did? Yeah, that's what I was
come out.
hoping the story was going. I was like,
No, it didn't. So it was
Yeah.
anticlimactic. We ended up just putting a thick piece of wood over the hole.
Love it.
And we're just like, well, that's there now. And I think as an adult, I think it was a groundhog. So a groundhog chewed through the
Interesting.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You have a pet groundhog?
Yeah.
He's like stuck down there. He's like, what happened to the hole I just built?
This is my house.
Where am I?
I found it. It's mine.
It's mine. I'm making holes. Can you imagine just going to get a Pop-Tart and just have a hole in your kitchen? Like,
Like so.
what the hell? Just a huge ass hole. Fox is just carrying its kits in and out.
That's the tunnel system.
That's kind of fun,
the
though.
entranceway.
It is kind of like a fairy tale house situation, having all the animals, If you think about it,
Basically Cinderella.
Cinderella had mice make her dress, so...
Yeah.
But they were cute.
Did you ever put your rodents to work in a productive way?
No, we just focused on killing them. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, we weren't
No.
a happy
Think
family.
about how many dresses you could have had.
Think about it. Yeah, the homeschool days. I mean, it would have fit right in,
Yeah.
right on brand of homeschooling, house or dress made by mice.
I love that part of the universal homeschool experience is waiting for animals to fall into your traps. Because I have memories of that too. Totally like a box out in the woods with a stick and
Yeah,
a string.
it's always the
It's
stick.
in cartoons, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just purely homeschool kids. I know you guys have more time on your hands, but as kids, we like to catch things too.
Totally.
No,
We
that's
set traps.
ours. That's
We set
ours.
traps.
No, I wasn't claiming it as just ours. I'm
It
saying it's
sounded
every,
like you were.
I'm saying it's a universal part of the homeschool experience. So is eating. I'm just saying maybe we were better at it because we had more time.
Like
Yeah.
maybe not learning it.
How
part
many
of the
animals did you catch,
universal.
Trey?
I caught a few actually.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
Tell us the stories.
we were also kind of hillbillies. We lived in Oklahoma.
Love to hear.
You
it.
had a water shed.
We had a well house.
Oh, that's it.
We had guns. And here's the crazy thing is we had like access to those guns.
We as in the children.
We as in the children, we the people.
Yeah, Second Amendment.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Teach them young.
Like my brother would run into the living room and be like, "Dad, there's a raccoon, can I shoot it?" And my dad would be like, "Yeah, okay."
Begrudgingly.
Yeah, I love that.
He'd be
dude.
like, "Yeah, I guess."
Make
Make sure your brothers are inside because we had
No.
so many little brothers running
Skinner.
around. You want to make sure they're wrangled on. You want to do a little roll call, set a quorum, and then go out and shoot whatever you're going to shoot. One time, I may have said this on the podcast,
fun.
but one time I opened my back door at night and there was a raccoon staring at me,
Yeah.
and I watched his head explode. because my brother was on the side of the house and he had shot it.
No.
Yeah.
No. That is pretty.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I watched it
You have
happen. We made eye contact and then he just goes. Boom, and
Was
just,
it kind of sad?
Oh, it's terrible. It was
Had to be-
traumatizing.
That's traumatizing.
I, to this day, love raccoons.
Oh, they're
I think
adorable.
they're so cute. I sometimes would put cat food out so I could watch the raccoons be like, and like come up and they eat it with their.
That's what they sound like.
That might be a dog.
That's pretty good, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what
don't
other
know.
animal I'd call that.
Yeah.
The raccoon.
Yeah, I think it's close.
Anyway,
I'm close.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
great, adorable animals.
So yeah, no, watching a raccoon explode was not like I didn't invite that experience.
Yeah, it just happened to.
It just my brother loved to shoot things. It was this thing of like keep stuff off your property because we have our own cats and chickens and rabbits to protect, and so you don't want a bunch of varmints eating their food.
Oh, I know.
So it's out in the country. They really are pests, but he just really he was the only person who shot the pest.
Really held it down for the family.
Yeah. One time I shot.
Nobody else is doing this shit. Come on, guys.
Someone's got to defend our territory.
Kitty's got no damn food.
The kiddies.
He is totally doing it for the kitties.
He's got. I just picture him wearing a raccoon hat from like. He's just
we had those.
covered in pelts from the stuff that he killed.
Yes, we absolutely
What
had
the
those.
hell, guys? Step up.
He would do stuff like shoot a bird and then cook it in our fireplace.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's
did that a few
badass.
times. Yeah, no.
I remember one time Justin there was a Hungarian. These are totally. Oh my gosh, probably gonna get arrested for saying this, but they're a very illegal bird to shoot. I think out of season. We were little. We would probably have the what's that thing when you're innocent, when you can say something that you did illegal, but you're fine.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, that's it. We're gonna go with this. It was like a Hungarian partridge. It's like I think you can hunt it in season.
Yeah.
Or they're endangered, one of the two. So it's out on this branch, like super far away. And Justin has, I think we have a pellet gun, so not even 22. And it's like a very far shot. Like we're over 100 yards with a pellet gun and a bird. And he's like, all right, he's like, should I try to shoot it? And Justin's got to be like 12, and I'm like 8. And so mom's not home. He gets up on the back porch, shoots it. And it is a freaking far shot. Like, had to put the scope above, like probably adjust for the wind. I don't even know what it drops it. Hits it right in the head, drops it. And then he's like, and then he brings it back to the porch and he's like, I'm going to get in so much trouble. Like, mom and dad are going to be so pissed. And he's like,
no.
Evan, he looks at me, he goes, Evan, you've never done anything wrong. Like, you've never get in trouble. I always get in trouble for this stuff. Like, he's like,
No.
Evan, I need you to tell mom that you shot this bird because he's like, because here's what you're going to tell mom. You shot the bird because I bet you that you couldn't hit it. And you were like, I bet you I can. And you pulled off a miraculous shot. And I was like, okay. And I'd never lied to my parents before, ever.
Yeah.
And so mom gets home. There's this dead bird on her back porch. And she's like, what happened? I was like, well, mom, I shot the bird. And she gives me this look. And I was like, Justin did it. And he told me to lie.
Oh, no.
And when we tell the story, Justin's like, I can't believe I made you lie to mom.
You guys
On
didn't
my
think to
behalf.
just like move the bird?
Could have just buried it. I mean, I don't remember what it was. It was like, I don't know if it was just like, it might have been like the timing of like, it was the bird shot, mom's going in the driveway, and it was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And he had brought it back from the porch. I can't remember. Yeah.
Made a whole conspirance about it.
Just a whole thing. He's like, okay, here's what happened. George Bush. He called you, and he said, yeah.
Oh, man.
Killing animals. It is part of childhood.
Yeah.
Or
Or maybe not.
It should be, I think. I
Yeah.
think it should
Don't
kind
they
of
say
be.
that-
It should be.
I think killing some animals should be. Death.
You'd like put it in a curriculum?
Homeschooler.
Actually,
Homeschooler.
if for some, I think there are some wilderness situations that you could like teach them how to catch rabbits,
Yeah.
teach them how to do. Yeah,
He'd fit in great in our community.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. We should.
guys, I tell you what.
Whoa, I'm offended.
Are you?
No, I'm not. But I did want to say my most proud family honor of killing an animal, as far as just my immediate family, the memory that I have is my mom killing a 4-foot snake.
Oh yeah, you got to kill those for sure.
Yeah. And so, in the theme of animals thinking they owned our house, when we moved in, my Uncle Raymond, who owned my house, said that there is a 4-foot snake skin that I find in the attic every year.
Oh,
I have never seen the snake, but I find the skin every
that's
year.
terrifying.
I'm moving.
Yeah, that's
Hello,
like, hey,
Zillow.
Hello, fire. Burn it down.
So we moved in. We're like, all right, guess it comes with the territory. And my mom is outside gardening, and I'm the oldest of the 4, and I'm around 6. So we've got a bunch of young children. And she's outside gardening. We're inside doing whatever children do, and she sees this 4-foot snake making its ascent to the house from the yard. And we're kind of like on a hill, so you can see a good amount of terrain. And she has to problem solve real quick on her feet. All she has to battle this thing is a rusty probably 200-year-old, maybe shovel.
That's all you need.
And it's flat head, and
Yep.
she knows the destiny that's set before her is to end the life of this legend. And so she goes, and it's really soft ground because it's been raining, something like that. We just continually had soft ground. So she tells the story that she goes, sees this snake, gets close enough to be able to understand that only way to kill it is to decapitate it. So she sees its head, sees the body, and knows that the shovel has to go in the middle. And so with all of her body weight, throws herself onto the snake, but the ground is so soft and the shovel is so flat that it doesn't actually sever anything to a point where it just pushes the snake into the ground.
Oh,
no, nice.
And so she's like jumping on this snake, trying to just separate head from body. Tail is whipping.
Oh, hell
and
no.
so she finally, I don't know if it's enough pressure or like sawing motion.
Yeah, maybe
don't know
a
what
little,
happened.
maybe a little both.
Probably a little both.
Yeah.
Use your creativity on that. And finally separates head from body. And in a moment of bliss, like just picks up the head as they throw.
Oh my gosh.
And this is the part that I remember as a kid, is my mom coming into the living room with her hands held like this. And she's like, guys,
No.
I was calling for you and you didn't answer.
Oh my god.
That is terrifying.
We're like, what, Mom? And she opens up her hands.
No.
Like she had the proposal.
Yeah.
Like just a snake head. And
How,
so
was it a pretty big head?
it was massive. I mean, a
Yeah.
4-foot long snake.
That's a
I mean,
big,
it took
that's
up
like this table, yeah?
like I don't think she would have been able to cover it with her hands.
That's a big snake.
It's huge. And so we go outside, find the body. My brother like grabs the snake by the tail and is like whipping it around. Like,
Gets the blood, puts it
yeah,
on.
like guts going everywhere.
Yes.
And wears it as his scarf.
What
you know?
kind
So,
of what kind of snake was it?
I have no idea. Something that I guess was not super poisonous.
Yeah, probably like
I would think.
yeah, if a snake gets that big, they usually aren't that poisonous.
was
Like
like-
anacondas
But they'll
aren't
choke
poisonous.
you out though.
Yeah, they probably could constrict you a little bit.
It could
Yeah.
have been a constrictor.
Yeah, it could have been
So-
a constrict. Yeah.
So Nell Beall.
Way to go.
Snake
Shout out
killer.
to Nell.
This podcast is brought to you in part by PETA, our newest sponsor. We're very excited to talk about them. We love animals on this podcast.
We love animals.
and,
Would never do anything to hurt them.
Trey's got dogs, and we're super grateful for PETA's sponsorship.
Confirmed dog owner. So you know I'm cool.
So,
You know I'm cool, PETA.
PETA, we're great.
Please don't come after me.
They would. They heard this. They'd come after. Oh,
Yeah.
They'd do anything.
I think after your crow story and
I
think
I'd be done. Oh, they'd PETA would
They'd have
rather
a field
kill
day
me
with
than
you.
have a goldfish die.
You're
PETA would rather me lose my life
Uh-huh.
than a goldfish die of natural cause. That's how much PETA loves
I feel
animals.
like there's some PETA heads out there like that.
Yeah.
They're actually more hateful towards people or they love animals more than people.
100%. I
I mean,
think
PETA literally
there's
stands
people
for
like that.
protecting the people for the ethical treatment of animals. Okay.
It's a good
That's
thing. It's
yeah.
good, but
Yeah.
it's just like a classic, like, yeah.
Starts off good, just gets a little wild.
Just like, oh, yeah. It just gets a little to the point where you can't even eat goldfish crackers.
Is that a thing?
No, but it could
Well, I know Ben and Jerry's ice cream was a thing for a while.
fish food.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Oh.
Just something about Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Oh, because I mean, you probably cow milk.
Yeah,
'cause it's
yeah.
From cows.
And there was like this was a long time ago, but PETA advocates were saying that we should make ice cream with breast milk.
Oh, you would hit a whole new market. Can you imagine the late night ice cream buyer of breast milk?
Yeah, I can see him right now. In my
He's
head.
like, sir, this is 17 pints of breast milk ice cream. Are you sure? Yes. Yes. Okay.
Was it an actual pitch for breast milk, or are you saying
don't
like,
remember.
imagine if you?
Yeah, it's way better to have a bunch of ladies milked dry than some cows who produce milk every day to the point of exploding if they don't get milked.
You're right.
Yeah.
ladies and milk
Let's
to
just get-
try.
Yeah.
Here's why I just picture a bunch of ladies like, because they didn't industrialize it, just putting their chest into some tubes.
Anything for anything.
Yeah, anything for anything. Yeah, they'd rather have a crazy like ring of trafficked people
Yeah.
than cows. That's what,
I mean, it could be like incredibly small batch, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
like
you
a
just
rare
sell,
treat.
you make it sell it for like
Have you been to the state fair?
Dude.
They've got corn on the cob, and they've got turkey legs and breast milk ice
Now,
cream
Betty made the
from
best.
Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy.
You know she's got milk.
Got Nancy? Yeah, the guys, when they find out who, that's Nancy? Wait, Nancy made breast milk? Right, made Nancy.
It's
made-
like your mom. Everyone's just like, mm.
oh. Oh God, Nancy, that is
so tasty.
Nancy, I don't know what you're
You've
doing, but
outdone
keep
yourself.
doing it. What is your diet? Actually, I don't care. Just keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, guys, he's just eating it, looking in your eyes. This is your mom's titty meal, guys, and this is ice cream. And boy, does she make it good. He's just like, I was picturing a little Forrest Gump boy, just like, yeah, your mom makes good ice cream, son.
Your mom will do anything for anything, won't she?
Yeah, he's got the little, I see a picture, he's got the little wood spoon. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The little tiny, to-go wood spoon. That's good. That's good. That's good ice cream. That's the best I've ever had. Hey, thanks, Peter. Hey,
Ruined.
you trying Nancy's breast milk ice cream?
You have multiple.
That would be so funny at a county fair to see. Just like Nancy's breast milk ice cream. Oh boy.
Nancy's secret.
Yeah, there's like one that doesn't sell like any, and one that sells all. Like, but ooh,
Yeah,
whose milk is this? That's mine.
Oh, we won't be having any of that.
You're a guy. Yeah, but I lactate. I'm one of the few.
It's a condition.
I thought it was a curse until I realized it was a blessing.
They said,
Steve's breast milk ice cream.
oh God.
Comes with one hair in it.
Oh, if you find that, you win a prize of a free cup of ice cream.
You get another pint of breast milk
just
ice
like,
cream.
oh, that one had a hair in it too. Just take the batch. I'm pretty sure this.
They're not selling well.
I'm pretty sure this got. They all have.
Take them off my hands. I've made a terrible mistake.
I am so dehydrated.
They really don't tell you what goes into this.
It's just like pruned up. Just hear the pump going day in, day out. It's going. Steve's got to slow down. He gonna die. He just can't. Yeah, he takes a shrub of the pool.
You got no electrolytes left, Steve.
He takes a shrub of the pool. There's just two huge purple.
Oh my God.
Just two giant purple rings around his nipples. He's like, "Hey guys, we're going for a swim." Holy hell, Steve! Yeah, I've been trying to start that ice cream business. Oh,
Steve.
oh, buddy,
I mean, an entrepreneur, you can give him that.
gotta give him
He
that.
has a can-do spirit.
Yeah. He doesn't know
Steve.
that men can't be milked.
Yeah.
It's just not working yet. I'm doing all the same stuff.
Steve, your ice cream is just hair and sweat. You gotta stop.
I'm putting so much work in.
It's
I can't
frozen
stop.
sweat.
I can't stop now. I'm too far in. I gotta figure something out.
So what else is on your list?
Yeah,
Breah?
Breah, what else you got? What's been going on?
Well,
I love how you have to unlock your phone and look up. This whole time you could have been subtly just like looking over your notes, but no, it's all right. It's your first
I
time.
don't know, guys.
It's your new.
I really
It's
didn't
fine.
expect it to be pointed at to say what's on your
Hey,
list.
you bring a list.
That's fair.
I'm sorry. If you
Where's
prepare,
your list, Trey?
that's an excellent question. I don't have a list, but I do have one question.
Give me.
Something that popped in my head today.
Yeah.
I just had a core memory unlocked. Do you guys remember like sitcoms, right?
Oh yeah.
You remember what they would do? Like there's a studio audience. When something funny happens,
Mhm.
what do they do?
Anyway, laugh.
They laugh. When a touching moment happens, what do they do?
Aww, Oz.
What do they do when two characters start kissing?
Sometimes they do this. Ooh.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
That sound just popped into my head today.
Wow.
I was like,
What were you doing?
That's- yeah, what were you
what are you doing, Trey? Yeah, dude, that doesn't just come up.
I was, well, if you must know, I'm in a writing course right now.
Love it, love it.
And our guest speaker worked on, he's one of the writers of That 70s Show.
Oh, that's cool.
And he was talking about studio audience, how he loved watching their reaction more than it being on TV for
Yeah,
millions
that's
of people.
cool. That's so cool.
And I was just like, studio audiences are weird. And then that just popped in my head, the kissing.
Did
And
he-
everyone goes, woo. Like a really freaking weird, creepy.
Yeah, would you ever do that in any other if you imagine a couple at a
Yeah.
restaurant kissing, you're sitting across the table.
I thought that motion was you holding your breast pump still, and I was like, Evan, we're going on.
Me as my holding my drink, just like it's my second old fashioned, and I'm going. Ooh. Did he also help write the Ranch? Because I thought it was the same producers of that 70s
So
show.
he wasn't a producer, he was a writer and showrunner.
For the ranch as well?
No, sorry, for the 70 show.
For that 70. Okay, that's sick. That's
He
really
did
cool.
that, and then he did Buffy Vampire Slayer.
Oh, nice, dude. That's fun.
That's a storied guy. So that's why it was in my head, Evan.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it wasn't like you were doing something like sexual.
No, I wasn't playing with dolls, making him kiss and going, ooh.
He's like, have a. That is weird. You know, like what other sounds of life? What are they? What would you do if, I don't know how to ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's got to be more sounds that people can make in a crowd.
Yeah,
for
I think those are kind of the big three.
There's
There's laughing or clapping when a
and
guest walks in.
There's a shock factor. There's a
Was there? I don't remember hearing that
it'd
in
be
the
like
audience.
you would sometimes hear like a
collective
Yeah.
gasp.
collective
Or the
like,
ooh.
oh, it's like a ooh and a it's like you do the ooh and I'll do the
Sorry, I didn't.
That's
deliver on
pretty
that
good
one.
though.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't mad about it. It would be like if Joey heard something they wasn't supposed to hear something, or he walks in and they hear like it's like a sad like oh my gosh, she just found out that he's cheating on her.
Yeah, but that goes to like the aw.
It kind of does, but the awe is like sweet and endearing. But there's the sad awe.
Yeah.
There's the sad. Like the,
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to watch some sitcoms because I'm not
thinking
not
that,
placing this.
dude, imagine
Like
if
Nickelodeon.
a guy in the audience he's requested to do these sounds and he just keeps moaning very sexually. Like, okay, who's the moaner? Oh, he's like, okay, cut.
During the kissing scenes, everyone's like, ooh, he's like,
Oh fuck yeah.
Like, this is not what we were looking for.
Okay, cut.
that would be so funny to hear. Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah, use tongue.
Switch sides. I'm just seeing the guy.
Like, who filtered the crowd? Like, who's scaring these guys?
We'll be right back. I'm just seeing the guy's forehead.
I want a different angle. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh. So, hey, Breah, what else is on that list of yours?
I remember I have a core memory of that genre of watching the Cosby Show. And
yeah.
And loved the Cosby Show.
It was so good.
It was so good. And it was like, I don't remember, I must have been late elementary school because it was the first introduction of an actual TV show that had actual dynamics and different stuff like that. And it was the first car kissing scene I had seen. Car kissing scene I had seen. And I remember being on my laptop with my DVD in the laptop in my room and replaying the car kissing scene over and over again.
Was that that was your Simba Nala moment?
Yeah. But it was with like, the Cosby Show.
It was.
Wow.
And I was like, man, can't wait to be in a car when I'm in high school.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kiss people in cars.
I'm gonna kiss people in cars all
Stick
day.
Shift is gonna get in all sorts of places.
Yeah. I used to hoard DVDs with kissing scenes on them.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember which DVDs they were?
Yeah. One
now
was
this is a homeschool
called-
collective thing.
Yeah. Oh, but we can have this.
Now this is you guys. Oh, I love it. Okay.
I never went down the porn route as a kid, but I had
beautiful.
some saucy
good
makeout
movie
scenes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's way wholesome.
It's wholesome.
love
Yeah.
that.
At the time, it felt very, very dirty.
It's real. It's scary.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
okay. This is embarrassing.
Where's the DVD for guys?
One wasn't even. Guys, where's any DVD with the kissing scene?
Where's
It's
all of-
gone. Why is Shrek 2 missing?
Father the Bride 1 and 2 aren't in their case.
Cheaper by the dozen is
What?
just not here.
Where are our DVDs?
It's like
You're just like,
no. This is even more embarrassing. One of the DVDs was Pirates of the Caribbean. The second one.
okay, I'm trying to remember the kiss scene. Keira Knightley.
No, it's worse than that. Not dead. Yeah, Dead Man's Chest. Right. I think that was the third
number
one.
3. Yeah.
Or, sorry, the second one.
No, the second one was okay. So that was the second one.
Yeah,
You're right.
Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah, you're right. That
So
is the second
it
one.
wasn't even a kissing scene. It was Keira Knightley pretending like she was going to kiss Johnny Depp.
I know what scene you're talking about.
She just kind of like
Plays.
toys with him, plays with him, flirts with. Literally, I was watching flirting.
She does it in the first movie though too, when they get marooned on the island.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
Oh, I remember the rum.
In the rum.
The
And then
rum.
you think that she's going to, and then and then she's just trying to get him drunk to pass out. And then she
yeah.
That, as a little kid, I didn't understand that scene.
No.
Because I was like, well, clearly she likes him. Why is she burning all his stuff next time? What's going on? I was so confused by that. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, when she does it on the pirate ship
Yeah.
to Johnny Depp, and then she like handcuffs him or something.
Well, she does kiss him in the second one, and then she handcuffs him, and Will Turner is like, bitch.
You're right. Oh yeah, because he's still mad about the kiss.
He's like on the boat, and he's like, oh, because he doesn't see the handcuffing.
Yeah.
He sees the kiss. He says,
Yeah.
he sees the lip cuffing.
He said,
No.
greatest betrayal.
Yeah.
He's like, I was gonna kiss you.
Yeah, that was my dirty secret, was watching Keira Knightley flirt with Johnny Depp.
That's great. That's a beautiful.
Because when you're homeschooled, not a lot of people flirt with you.
Yeah. So you practice your
Very few.
I mean, and if Keira Knightley's doing it, she's a pro
She's
flirter.
damn good at it. So there was that.
Yeah,
there was
that's a
one called Match Point or Match Break.
Sounds like a Disney original.
It wasn't. It was
Tennis.
Kirsten Dunst
Okay.
Beautiful.
and some British guy, black hair. We've definitely all seen him. I can't remember his name right now.
Does he stutter a lot?
No, not the King's Speech.
What's that one guy? No, who's the guy? Yes, of course.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Love of my life.
Yeah.
I wish
Hugh
it
Grant.
was Hugh Grant. No,
Yes.
was just some guy.
So shy.
Of course.
And there was like a lot of makeout scenes, and then there was like makeout scenes where they'd then go into the room and shut the door.
Oh, and what is going on
Yeah.
back there,
Playing
dude?
chess.
Who
Dude.
knows?
When you're
You're probably going to bed. Maybe you're a kid and you're like, they just got tired and went to bed. Like, wow, when you kiss so hard, you get so tired,
yeah.
and you go to bed.
So I would watch these movies on my portable DVD player when I was like 13. And one time my dad found them. I literally put the classic under the mattress kind of move, and he found them. And they were like PG-13. He's like, what are these movies,
Like,
Trey?
why are you hiding?
Yeah, I know.
Like, what are these timestamps
It was
written
the
on
fact
top
that they-
of
yeah.
each DVD?
They're sticky notes, very specific.
It's like VHS. You put it in. It's like just on that scene already.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, my parents would deprive me that any time we're watching a movie together as a family, if there was ever a kissing
yeah.
scene, they'd say,
Really?
look away.
They'd hide
Yeah.
the kissing.
Look
It's the
away.
hands over the eyes thing, and you go the slight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look away. Don't like literally. So just the act of kissing was like forbidden fruit.
Wow.
And
So for me, I don't think it was
Forbidden fruit.
kissing wasn't forbidden, but it's like if it kept going on,
yeah.
then I was like, all right, go. Yeah, you gotta look away. But
No, it was just like any sort of lean in. Beethoven had a great one. You guys remember Beethoven?
Isn't that that's
The
a
most
G-rated
sexual
movie, isn't
children's
it?
movie I've
G-rated
ever seen.
car kiss scene. This guy named oh shoot, what's her name?
I like how you have these on
I
cue.
mean,
Like,
well,
ready, like,
now
there
I'm
this
it
was
is.
his thing.
I'm just a geyser now of memories that I'm just like, oh
You're
my
like,
gosh,
we've
like
unlocked
That movie.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, you made me autistic. That's cool. I just I love that. Yeah, I can't believe I grew up normal and I'm like married and stuff.
Yeah, you're such a testimony
I-
to us homeschool community.
Won't he
Except
do
I would
it?
just like to say I've claimed this homeschool community after only 2 years of being homeschooled. Just want to say,
Well, you were in public
You're what
school
we
for
call
all the other years?
a visitor.
a
Oh,
visitor.
see,
Yeah.
you're like a kind of like a muggle,
So because
like
I
a
got
muggle of the homeschool community. Like you are one,
You
but are
never
you though?
saw the magic, the real magic.
Yeah, you never
Yeah.
saw it.
okay.
No,
I
go
got
on.
to go to like the co-op
Mug
and stuff. Did
yeah,
you go to a co-op?
Of course I went to a
Of
co-op.
course. Had
Yeah.
your co-op crush?
Oh wait, when you say co-op, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, like
When you meet
homeschools
up-
joining together.
Yeah, when you meet up with other homeschool
We
kids.
did that. We called it PE. There was a homeschool PE.
Oh.
And so we'd get in a gymnasium and we'd do like dodgeball and stuff.
Oh, nice.
That was cool. We did field trips.
okay.
But I didn't like the other homeschoolers. They were freaking weird.
Yeah, they all had like the pants that go right beneath the knee.
Yep.
Yeah, like always
And
plaid.
over the belly button.
Yeah. It's-
Always over the belly button.
Yeah, I hated the homeschool fashion.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is that the case with homeschool kids? Why is
Because-
homeschool fashion back then?
Okay,
I think
so-
it's gotten a lot
right,
better now.
Yeah, I would argue that now it's
pretty
like
a
a
normal
lot. I mean,
move.
they're still like you still got like a Mennonite homeschoolers.
Yeah, yeah,
they're
that's for
wild.
sure.
They're
That's for
they're still in fighting the good fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like no TV, no like you will not know how to dress yourself
ever.
from anyone other than mom and dad. And
Yeah.
guess what? We dress bad too.
Yeah.
And so
And guess what?
Yeah.
It's those belts that you shouldn't wear.
yeah. Well, I also think there's a lot of like modesty that's kind of like
It's
baked
true.
into it. You know, you want to be modest. I had
Right.
because like in my homeschool, we had all of our books were written for homeschoolers.
Right.
And so I had there was one brand of curriculum called Rod and Staff. And
That sounds
Hot.
yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
What are you gonna do with that big bad rotten staff there,
Oh.
Mister?
Continue.
And they like it was like after an English lesson, it was like, here's how to dress, here's how to groom yourself.
Ooh.
And it was like men wear button-ups and they comb their hair. Also very white, so white. They never made a clause for like what I should do with my hair.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that hurts.
Just getting erased from society. And so now they'd be like men must comb their hair to the side, and ladies must cover their head in church, but then wear like a ponytail. It was all about modesty.
Okay.
So you literally intentionally dress bad so that you don't bring any glory to yourself. All the glory goes to God. It's kind of that's like where at least from speaking from my experience, that's where it like starts.
Totally.
So when they don't think they're dressing bad, they think like we're just humble. We have clean faces and clean hearts.
And man, whoever invented plaid, man, the homeschool community.
They really latched onto that.
that.
It's kind of like the Mountain Dew for Mormons, you know?
Can you?
It's their loophole.
Yeah.
Like,
what? I mean,
you don't know about Mountain Dew for Mormons?
Dare I say
any
I
Coca-Cola
don't.
products, right?
Yeah.
Any Coca-Cola.
Any Pepsi products.
Yeah. Oh, is it Pepsi?
Yeah.
No, not Coca-Cola. You can't do Coca-Cola.
Not Coca-Cola.
Yeah, the Mormons weren't allowed to drink caffeine until their church bought Pepsi, or one of their owners became a Mormon, and then they're like, you know what? You can drink soda. I don't think they said you can drink
the
only
cheering
Pepsi.
that went across Utah.
Yeah,
it was heard across the world.
You said, and so did Mormon obesity. So,
but you'll rarely encounter a fat Mormon.
Didn't we?
Mormons are pretty good looking.
Mormon loophole. Wasn't that a band name we came up with a while ago?
Yeah, because of the soaking thing.
Yeah, the soaking and having a person who shakes the bed for you.
You know about this?
I actually from Jury
wild.
Duty. Have you guys seen that?
I need to know this.
Oh, the show. I thought you were like doing jury duty, and I was like, wow, you
What
got
happened?
an interesting case.
I'll tell you right now. I have,
you
ironically,
imagine?
I've fought to be in jury duty. I've been called 3 times in the last 9 months.
Yeah.
That can't be possible.
No,
Sounds illegal.
Three times in the last year, probably. Let's
that
say
can't.
more.
I thought you were only
realistically.
down to 1 year, but
No,
they're just after
I
you,
know,
huh?
but listen. So the first time I went, so pumped. I was like, I can't wait to do my civil service of serving this country. I never got to go to the military. Deprived. So now I get to go and serve in jury duty. I had to leave because I was a bridesmaid in a wedding, and so they released me. And so they said it's okay. In 3 months, we'll call you back. Cool. So they called me back, and it's the whole your classic spiel of you call, they say no. And then it happened a third time of saying, or the second time they said, we'll postpone, a third in 3 months. So all that to say, three times
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
happened. Never got to be called. But when the show Jury Duty came out, do you know about the show?
No, I
Jury
haven't.
Duty?
I not heard of it.
I've heard about it, but I have not seen it.
It is revolutionary. There's literally 2 weeks where I think I talked about Jury Duty every single day.
Yeah, I saw the commercial for it. I didn't understand what I was
It's a
watching.
real life Truman Show. Like that is what happened to this man. And he I can't remember. I think his name's like Rodney or something. That is definitely
Because there's actors in it, right?
So yeah, like James Dern, the guy who was in The Notebook. He's like the other guy.
Okay, gotcha.
You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so because it's set in LA, they have the excuse of you could have some kind of well-known people. So they had like some comedians in there, some people that I vaguely knew of, some like background actors, and they pulled them in for a 4-week trial, because I don't know what the term is whenever it gets exclusive, and so you have to kind of lock down and you're stuck in a hotel. Do you know what that term is?
Sequestered?
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Come on, legal boy.
Term tonight.
That's good.
But so yeah, they got sequestered, and so it's a 4-week thing where they're stuck in a hotel between the trial and the hotel. But everyone on the cast is all an actor and are at this point where
Who's
they
the
have
person getting
objectives.
pranked?
Rodney, or
But who is what is he in the trial? Is he the person on trial? Is he the,
no, they're all just jurors.
Oh, he's a juror.
So this is all just the jurors.
Okay.
And so you watch from the literal filtering process where they're just in the room, don't know if they're going to get picked.
And it's all fake.
Point.
It's all staged.
And the
fake.
camera's just on Rodney, and he's like,
Yes. Key thing. He signed up for a documentary on the juror experience.
Gotcha.
So he
Gotcha.
is a literal Craigslist ad
Love
where they
it.
got applicants on applicants on applicants. And so he was chosen. And so he thinks he's in a documentary. So very like Office style. They're getting interviewed. It's these input of what they're experiencing. And you get to see his genuine reactions, and all the actors are in character the whole time. So even their one-on-one interviews in the Office style are still very much, this is what's
Staged,
happening. Yeah. And so basically every window or every mirror in this entire place has a camera behind it. And these actors have key objectives that they're trying to get to. So like there's story plot lines of James Dern is a complete asshole and he's trying to audition for this one thing and it happens to befriend Rodney and Rodney's helping him run through lines and he's just being ridiculous.
It's kind of like Nathan For You a little bit. It has that same kind of feel.
And there's so the soaking comes into, there's this couple.
Yeah, here we go.
And so, but like there's this like real stuck up guy ends up he finds out his girlfriend's cheating while he's in this juror thing. And there's this girl this whole time who's like trying to be his buddy. And he's a very pin straight, never kissed, never done anything with anybody. And she somehow seduces him into
going on the line.
Keira Knightley's him.
Exactly. And so there's that point where the kid comes and like consults in Rodney and he's like, well, like, how can I do this? I can't really like break the rules of like my religion and all this stuff. And Rodney's like, well, or no, I think he brings it up.
Rodney
He's like,
brings it up?
No.
I was like, Rodney's a crazy guy.
I think Rodney's like, yeah, I mean, I guess like that could work. And so then it's the first time I had heard about it. They execute it really well. I think it's really funny.
What's it on? Prime?
I think it's on Paramount.
Oh,
so Paramount through Prime.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, Tubi, Vubi.
Oh,
Tubi, Vubi, do.
Tubi, Vubi.
I think
it's on Tubi, Vubi.
Not Tubi.
I think it's on
I don't
Freevee.
think that's
Something
a
like that.
thing.
No, it's so good though.
What'd you say, Tyler?
I think it's on Freevee.
Freebie.
Wow.
DB.
It's an Amazon
Yeah.
thing.
So good. So highly recommend. Only 8 episodes. They're all an hour long.
I will binge those.
I love when people don't know stuff. That's why Nathan For You is one of my favorite shows.
Oh my gosh.
Just so great to catch people's genuine reactions to life.
Yeah. And the
Like,
last
there's
thing
just
I'll
one
say,
guy. Poor guy. He'd feel like such an idiot. He's like, oh God.
is it the same concept?
Nathan For You? Have you ever watched his? So the only in Nathan For You, the only person who's in on it is the producers, the cameraman, and Nathan. Everybody else has no idea that he's like joking, like that he's making fun of them essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite shows. Nathan For You is one of my favorite shows, and The Rehearsal is Nathan For You. Like Nathan Fielder is just a brilliant man.
Okay.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
It's very like cringe humor. Like
it'll make you be
he's
like,
very dry, and so he'll like there's one where he
yeah, dude.
So Nathan For You he's like a business consultant. So he goes into businesses and he like gives them ideas to help them get more business. So there's one gas station that he goes into, or like a liquor store, and he has them put up a sign that says, "We sell to minors,"
Yeah, dude.
or "We sell to underage." And so then like these kids come in and they're like, "We'd like some alcohol, please." And he's like, "Great." And they give him his money and he's like, "Cool. We'll save this for you for when you're 21. This is your alcohol. And we're going to hold it for you." Yeah, write your name.
Oh my
and then he sets up a thing where they could like take pictures with it and stuff. And, like,
So it's like all the ideas are just terrible.
Okay.
But the business owner's like, okay.
but they go along with it is the
Yeah.
crazy thing. Is they
The
feel,
humor is in
That's
people's
embarrassing.
response and reaction. Like
Yeah.
he just kind of like sets up the stage for them. He's a master manipulator in reality, but he just sets up the stage for people to be idiots, and they take it every time.
It's like a
And it's
reverse.
fantastic.
It's so good.
A reverse. What would you do? Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
you got to watch it. It's brilliant. It's some of my favorite TV.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
good. I'll have to
gosh.
take note of that one.
We got to watch. I want to watch Jury do that. Sounds good.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
Because it's wholesome by the end. Because
Yeah.
they celebrate his integrity.
Oh,
He's-
spoilers.
come
Okay.
on.
Wow,
Yeah,
spoilers.
No,
When Rodney's just a piece of shit.
Now I know he doesn't die.
Okay. So you're right.
kinda thought
I'm
he might
done.
die.
Yeah. That was.
I was going to put on my list, and now I will not be.
Now that I know they
getting the
celebrate his
free-
integrity,
Looks like
not interested.
Freebie will not be getting a subscription.
Sorry.
Because
baby.
Rodney
We were
is
so
integrous.
close. Just another one.
you almost sold us. You just oversold it.
Yeah, Freebie's listening like, damn it. They throw their heads down. How are we going to survive? We're literally called Freebie. We don't make money, guys. We can't afford
People
this
get
show.
very angry when we charge them.
Hey, guys, just a little bill. You can pay it if you want. You don't have to. No one's paying that.
I'm trying to set up a co-op of streaming services where I get some friends in and we all pay a little bit for each subscription, and then we have all of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Whoa.
You interested?
I got some buying.
I have-
on that. I got HBO right now. So
I
can
have
throw that-
HBO, Evan.
Oh.
It's not special.
I was going to say.
Well, I
if
have
we could-
Freebie.
I mean, one of us could cut out HBO.
That's true. No, but I made a whole spreadsheet. I did this like last Sunday. I listed
How
every.
much for all the streaming if you do this?
So it is literally, if you get, let me see if I can remember.
Yeah.
Hulu, Netflix,
Yeah.
Paramount Plus, Peacock, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus,
The big hitters.
HBO. Did I already say that?
Nope, that one was not in your list.
And YouTube TV. So
That's
like
a-
sports.
That's a big list.
How much do you think all that costs combined?
What about Apple?
If you were going to do it like as an
Not
individual,
Apple, because you have to sign in with your Apple ID.
in Apple TVs, yeah, they make good shows though.
It's
But,
only $5 a month.
Yes, that one's justified. We can.
It's like, come on, you can afford that.
We got. But if you were to do it like by yourself,
Yeah,
is
by
it-
yourself.
How much
do
is
you think
that?
that'll
That's
cost?
got to be like close to 200. Like, am I close on that? 10
Actually,
10 streaming things
with all like, so there's a lot of dotted lines between those where it's like Disney owns ESPN and Hulu.
Okay.
So if you bundle those, you can save. And then there's also like other, like if you get
Yeah, pack the mainframe, Dre. What do you got?
Peacock, then you also get Stars,
Okay.
which has some really good shows too.
Yep,
Anyways, it's $150
for all of them,
for all of them. But if you split with two other people, it's $50 a month for everything.
for everyone.
Yeah.
Is it legal?
I don't know.
Probably not, but we should do it.
Tyler, bleep this part out.
Nah, dude.
Deleted.
That whole section just bleeped.
They're like,
And I went in.
2-minute bleep.
They're like, my God, he's done
They
it.
couldn't have just cut this.
He's figured it. He's figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
They're freaking out right now.
The only streaming service that has put in the time and effort needed to crack down on password sharing is Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, recent.
Yeah, and it's been very recently after years of not.
Do you think everybody else is going to follow in their footsteps?
Probably depends how successful my co-op is because I can see it being modeled.
Guys,
by,
everyone's co-oping.
Yeah. It's just airtime. It's like people are on my HBO, people are on my Netflix, and it's like we might as well like get everything
Split the
and then
thing.
split it. Yeah.
For $50.
Yeah. And then you can binge everything
All of it.
all at once.
You just inadvertently start your own cable company.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm
So
doing.
it's like Trey's, if you want to get in Trey's co-op,
Yeah.
sounds like
You
a
do
cable-
need to pay an $80 activation fee. I'm gonna come
I
install
come in and
something
get
in
all
your home.
all the passwords locked in. Take some time.
I will set something up and hit on your wife while I'm doing it, and then I'll be out of your hair.
It'll be really cool.
It's a 2-year contract, by the way.
By the way,
You cancel,
have
it's
to-
$1,000.
So you can join my co-op if you want.
Dude, you guys ever do like your own old-fashioned cable or satellite, like as an adult, like your own, like DirecTV or Dish Network or anything like that?
Like, do we have cable? Is that your answer?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
No.
No, because it's like not a thing anymore.
No, not really.
But when I graduated college, moved out here, I convinced some guys like, hey, we love sports, right? Let's get DirecTV. And like, sure, but it's going under your name. I'm like, when's that going to be a problem? Literally,
Oh, no.
as soon as I got married and
Yeah.
I lived in my own house, I had to pay the whole thing by myself, and they don't let you cancel. And you're locked. I
What?
was locked in for 2
how-
more years.
For 2 more years. There's
Yeah.
contracts in those guys?
Oh yeah, no, that was the whole thing. That's
Oh,
why
I
streaming is so
did
revolutionary,
not
is because you
know
could cancel
that.
anytime. That's why that was such a big selling point, is because they would lock you and they would say
Wow.
it starts at $79.99 a month. Like, I can afford that, no problem. Asterisk. Then
Oh.
the next year it's 120, and then the year after that it's like 199 freaking dollars a month.
No.
Yeah, and if you,
And you
don't
can't cancel it.
pay, if you cancel, it's like $500.
Oh.
When you work at Cattleman's
Yeah.
Steakhouse, that is a crippling
Yeah.
monthly fee.
Oh my God.
And a very hefty cancellation cost.
That
So I was
highway
so trapped.
robbery. Yep. That's,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Wow.
Hey,
But-
cable, suck it.
Yeah,
And
they
DirecTV.
did. They've gone down.
They've sucked
They're
it.
not-
They've sucked it pretty hard.
they've been sucking for a while.
Yeah, that's good. Good for them.
Those housewives didn't stick it with you for all those years that you had to pay them.
Yeah,
huh?
you should send them a bill.
Yeah, I honestly.
Yeah, it was a whole thing in the group text. Like, hey guys, like, oh sorry, yeah, I mean, like,
I mean, like, I hear you. I'm just not gonna listen.
yeah.
I'm just not gonna do it. It's like, good luck with that, man.
There may have been something at the beginning where they're like, it's under your name, 'cause, like, this is your thing, but we'll pay.
Yeah.
I see.
Agreed.
While we live here.
I wasn't the smartest lad
The
at
handshake.
23.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
23.
who is?
Are you 23?
I'm 23.
20?
I was an
I was
idiot.
every
Because I was 23.
Yeah, it has to be
Every
because you're 23.
23-year-old.
Just a
Dumb.
raging dumbass.
Dumb.
23 for a woman is like 30 for men almost.
That is
in
true.
terms of
Probably
intelligence.
brain development.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because it's like what, 19 and 25 when a guy like when
Yeah,
your prefrontal cortex
I
is.
hear it's 25 is when you're fully developed
Yeah, as
as
a
a
guy.
brain. As a brain.
Yeah.
For women, what is it, like 12? You're smart.
The womb. We were actually born with the whole.
Yeah, like, we
prefrontal
have the whole
cortex.
brain. We have it. We just know how to be smart.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong. Am I the first woman to be on the podcast?
You are. Yeah.
Wow, Woman's Being podcast is gonna love us.
Wow.
This title
We're
is
very
I
progressive.
didn't know
now.
if like Gabby had been on or anything like that, or
No, not yet.
You're the first woman.
We're
I'm-
a real boys club around here.
Wow, this
I
is
know.
cool. I mean, you kind of feel like this is a big honor for you. This is
Okay.
like, I mean, I just think about the first woman who whoever flew.
First woman
Amelia
vice
Earhart.
president.
The
and
first woman to
Kamala
be
Harris.
president. Oh wait, that hasn't happened yet. Keep it up,
Breah's
boys.
on a good path.
It's just,
firsts for me.
dude,
Which-
guys competitive for women never be president.
They're out there.
Yeah, they're like,
There's guys out there. They're like, we want to be 49-0.
we are killing it, guys.
I
Keep
swore.
it going. Anyway, yeah.
My question is, because the caption for all of the podcasts are the guys talk about, the guys dive into, the guys.
It'll stay.
Tyler,
saying we're
I don't
gonna
know
have-
what you're gonna do.
We're gonna have a
It,
copywriting
it'll
issue.
stay.
It'll stay.
Yeah.
It'll
Oh, yeah.
the guys.
Guys. Hey, when you step onto this podcast, you're one of the guys.
You're a guy.
All the women.
Doesn't
die.
matter what you have. You're one of the guys.
We'll say the guys asterisk, and then at the bottom space. Scroll space. Breah Beall is a woman.
It's a clarifying factor.
Oh, I love that. That's what we gotta do. The guys, but there's I like that. That's what we'll do.
Yep.
Copyright issue solved.
There you go. You're welcome. Really
Dodged a
good.
bullet there.
I know
Good brainstorm that
You were
one.
worried about it though.
I
You're
was
like,
thinking about it.
Yeah.
I've thought a lot about this podcast coming into it, so it's gone well. But I was nervous.
really, it's kind of when we first started. I was so nervous. We like the first episode was like, okay,
I was thinking about that today,
okay.
actually.
And now I come in here. I'm wearing a Zelda shirt. No socks.
I didn't
Got
even notice
no
that was
socks
Zelda.
on. Yeah, I got a little Zelda shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't prep a thing.
Good.
He
No-
wore tuxes when we first started recording.
Yeah, I
Are
had
you
like
serious?
I had. I showed up. My hair was combed over. It was buttoned
low,
up.
up,
low
pants
ponytail.
Hands up. It was and this is how I talked. Hi guys, welcome to the Unpaid Regulars podcast. I am Evan, and I am with my co-host Trey.
The shaky
Cut
breath.
this in.
Breathe.
Does anyone have some jokes to talk about?
So I was thinking about this. I was thinking about a car. Cars are funny. Speed limits are they changed. Well, I was thinking about how. Sorry, how when you're on the highway and the speed limit's fast, and then how when you drive into a town that's kind of like in the middle of nowhere, speed limit changes so quickly. And I don't know. I just think there's something there.
Is there anything there? Is
there- I
is that
think-
something?
I think that's a.
Is that a premise?
Hey, Phil, could you turn the AC on or something?
Then we started drinking gin and tonics.
And then we got really
Nice.
cool. And now
And
I'm
we got
back,
loose.
and then we got
and then
sober.
now we're back down
Now
to
we're-
decaf.
now
Yeah,
we're-
we got sober. Yeah, our podcast took us on such a wild ride that now we are in
on our
AA.
sober journey.
Good. Good. That's a wholesome journey for sure.
But yeah, I know
Full
it's
circle for sure.
yeah, I totally get it. Being nervous, that's real, man.
I was thinking about that today. Actually, I was like, I want to go listen to our first episode.
I don't know if I do. I mean, I think we probably had a lot
it was
of
a
fun.
good time. Yeah, but it definitely. Yeah, I mean, the table was over there. It was just very like Mitch was like, guys, I think we should have an agenda or like an outline or something.
Yeah.
he had a theme. I
It's
think he was
kind of what
big
you
on,
think of
theme.
like when you think about podcasts,
Totally.
because there are podcasts with great themes, and it's like, now we just let this thing organically ride. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Trey said. I said, "How do I prepare?" And he said, "We're just gonna let it rip."
Because you're a banterer to the core.
Thank
Like,
you.
You're a great
Which,
banterer.
ironically, I don't know if this is interesting or not, but so you know how I said it was Patreon, because I'm here to support.
Yes.
I also wanted to hear the first show that I was on, and I wanted to hear what I did.
Yeah.
And so I was
well,
like,
that's a good comedian. That's what
yeah.
they should do. Yeah.
And so I went in, and I was so impressed by our first introduction. I don't have clear memories. It literally feels like I blacked out on that first time at
Yeah.
the secret show, and to see the interaction gave me a lot more hope. And I was like, oh, I can do this.
Right, that's all
Yeah.
you're doing.
Fine.
The podcast is the same
Yeah.
as the show, really.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's
I'm
even
not,
less stressful. There's nobody here.
yeah.
You know, it's like one thing about the podcast is I forget people listen to it. No, like, it's like my sister is an avid, like she listens like to all the episodes, and I'm like, she knows so much more about my life than like I know that she knows about. Or people are like, I'm like, so it's just weird that people. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that I shouldn't have said that. So there's so many things. I'm like, oh, I forgot that was said.
yeah.
Yeah, finding jobs could be hard if it's discovered on a large scale.
Yeah.
If
You
it
haven't
is
said
that-
anything incriminating aside
Not
from
yes.
that.
It's just been associated that off camera I have. But yeah.
It's
Well,
a safe place.
We loved having you.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Do you have anything to plug? You got a book
plug
out or something?
You know, just jury duty.
Okay, guys, go watch Not Breah's show, Jury Duty.
Well, also, if you run jury duty, get Breah, hit her up again. Get her on some jury duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got the plug to getting in front of that court case,
I will
Breah
say,
wants
dude,
in.
the Reading crimes usually aren't fun ones. They're like, they're like sad, gross ones. So it's like, it's as fun it is to go serve your city. Because I was like, jury duty will be interesting. And then I heard like the case, and I was like, I don't want to be here for this at all. Like
Yeah.
what? If like a cool speeding ticket or a guy running away from cops?
Yeah.
I'm there. Sign me
like-
up. I want to hear that story.
It's like child abuse.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of Reading stuff. So Reading's, and that's a lot of it. So it's like,
I can't do that.
maybe don't be too eager.
I would say
Don't be too eager for that.
give
jury
me
duty.
murder of an adult
Yeah.
or nothing. Or I want out.
Nothing for nothing.
I'm
And
not
it's
saying
got to be a
I
bad
don't-
guy who was killed too. I want to
Right. Yeah. It had to be like,
justified.
yeah. I mean, I just love
Dicey.
I love a good like murder mercenary.
Here's the thing about murder
Murder
that's
mystery.
crazy is someone's life is gone.
And
Like,
everyone's
it's
just like talking about
Done.
it. Yeah.
Like they are
Yeah.
not existing anymore.
Yeah. I think that's kind of what makes it fascinating.
Wow, it's hardcore.
For like a documentary, I'm real big into like, have you guys seen The Staircase? Or
I've heard a lot about it. I know
Yeah.
I've watched. I've heard podcasts talking about this.
part of the fascinating thing is like you will just never know because the only person who knows besides the person who allegedly did it is no longer with us.
is the person who rammed into a wall at the
Yeah.
bottom of the staircase.
Yeah. It's wild.
Dun dun dun. They should have done that in the staircase thing. Dun 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 dun. Is that how he
And
killed her?
on that
Is that how it was? It was he pushed her down a staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a
Yeah.
knife.
No.
I was innocently playing tag
No.
with this knife.
The headline, like what makes it really interesting is like, you know, it's this whole thing like, did he push his wife down the stairs? He claims she fell down the stairs. They analyze like the blood spatter patterns of like, well, if she had fallen, and they literally recreate it. They have like test dummies
got, like,
falling down the
a mouth-
stairs
he's got, like, a mouth
with
guard
like
in, dude. He's
blood
like,
bags in their
"We're gonna-"
head. No, like they're like fake dolls.
Oh, I just pictured like a stunt double with a mouth guard. He's like, let's
Yeah, let's do it.
do it. Yeah, push me hard. I can take it.
Like, yeah, see, he just broke his neck, but he's very much alive. You know,
Guys, hospital. Yeah,
hold on, we need to take pictures of your body to
your
show
blood
the court.
splattered a little differently. Were you loose or were you were you fighting it? I was fighting it. Well, he was fighting it.
Right. So that's the kind of like, so they're like investigating. And then you find out that 20 years prior, he lived in Germany and pushed another wife down another
my
flight of stairs.
No.
But he was never convicted. And they weren't allowed to bring that story into this court case. So the jury didn't
Yes.
know
That's wild. 'cause
that
happens a lot.
he had done that. I mean, like, push your wife down the stairs once, shame on
Still shame on-
shame on you.
exactly, dude.
You do it twice.
If you push one person down the stairs, the chances of you doing it again are so high.
The correlation, undeniable.
You can't just have one per. Yeah,
No.
it's like if you have a history of share pushing. Wow,
Share
whoa, my
pushing.
brain is broke. Stair pushing. Yeah, if you're a stair pusher, you are gonna do it again.
Yeah.
It's a type of high you can't do again.
You can't.
Yeah.
It's like
Take it
there's nothing like.
specific
Yeah.
hobby.
Nothing like the first high.
I wonder what that is. I mean, you
You're
can't.
chasing that high though.
Can
The rest of your life, you just, now you gotta push
I
two
know you
people down
can't
the
bring
stairs.
previous court cases into court.
You can sometimes.
but that's weird that you couldn't like.
Only
if someone
German.
has a history of doing the action that is the issue, it's weird that
Totally.
you couldn't bring it up.
Oh, that's the thing about the justice system is there's so many rules you have to follow that you can literally get out lawyered by
Yeah.
the team that's clearly in the wrong, but because the lawyer knows how to play the game better, you can be.
I hate that.
I do too.
That is so crazy to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty wild.
We need some Batmans out there.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Who's going to do it?
just some better rules.
That too.
I would say Batman and better rules. If we got both of those, our cities would be
Trey, are you
safer.
telling me you don't want Batman? Because that's
I
kind of
would.
what I'm hearing.
Can you imagine just like driving down like Reading, downtown Reading, at the top of the parking garage, you just see Batman
He's
just
just
like,
I'm waiting.
you're like, hell yeah.
He's like, or he's just on a break and he's like eating a hot dog.
Yeah.
He's like, hey guys,
He's at Heavenly Donuts. Batman, like, yeah, not a lot of crime right now.
that's pretty slow.
It's mostly just meth heads, you know, and they mostly keep to themselves.
And I can, they're pretty easy to knock over.
Pretty easy to knock.
I don't kill.
I just push people down.
Hey, stop doing that. It's bad for you, tearing your family apart.
He jumps off the Sundial Bridge.
Shit, I can't swim.
His cape's all wrapped.
Damn it. This water's like really cold. It takes your breath away instantly. Am I ice bathing? Does this count as ice bathing? Oh, God.
Yeah, just soaked Batman. Oh gosh, that's what
Reading Batman, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ready to wrap up?
Who's gonna do? I'm ready. Man.
No, you had something else you were going to say.
No, that's it. I was just gonna say that was my last call. Sounds like who's gonna do it, Reading?
Who will step up?
Who's gonna be
will.
our Batman?
I'm already the first female president, so I have other fish to fry.
You're on the path towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your step.
Okay.
What's your next first woman thing you're gonna do?
Maybe it should be the first female woman Batman, huh?
Yeah, I think
Maybe?
so.
Is that what you're saying?
Isn't that kind of like what Cat Lady
Don't
does?
bring cat
Oh,
lady.
Is it Catwoman?
Catwoman.
Oh, shit.
I'm not even.
I'm so sorry.
Breah and the
I'm not
Woman's
the
Being
feminist
podcast
here.
is gonna come on you.
I know.
Come down on you.
I tried to wrap 5 minutes ago, and Evan wanted to keep going. And now he's saying weird things to our first woman guest.
Just you wait till I take this to the White House, Evan. You are never going to get a job anywhere.
Yeah, she's going to lock you,
You know
up
what?
with an executive order.
That's fine. I've got it all planned out. I have a sign that says anything for anything. I'm gonna be fine.
Anything for anything. Breah, thank you so much for
yeah.
being with us. It's been a real treat.
Thank you for having
You've been
me.
awesome. Thank you for bringing a list. That really kept us
Really, yeah, the agenda.
in line. We followed it to the T.
Anytime. Yeah, we didn't even get to talk about Taylor Swift amnesia, but that's fine. It's okay. That's
Is that her
women's
album
stuff.
or does she have amnesia?
No, don't worry. You don't get to know this time.
Wow, that's too bad. Okay,
Setting us up for a sequel.
I love it.
We'd love to have you
Always.
back sometime.
Always ready.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Guys, I'm Trey Ellis.
I'm Evan Pearson.
And I'm Breah Beall.
And you've been listening to the Unpaid Regulars. We'll see you next time.